Hi, so today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be doing the Winter Wonderland tag, which was created by Jackie's Books. So, let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, which book is so happy and sweet that it just warms your heart? And for this answer I chose something a little bit different. I chose not really a book but a manga series. And for that I chose Cardcaptor Sakura by Plant. Now this series is just so cute. It's just filled with a little girl that goes on about adventures trying to collect these cards, and it just makes me really happy and sweet, and there's this love interest in here for the little girl, and it's just, alright, this series just makes me so happy every time I read it, so I went with this one. Okay, so the second question is, what is your favourite book with a white cover? And I chose this one, 100 Names by Cecilia Ahern. Now Cecilia Ahern is one of my favourite authors, and this book is just amazing. It's one of her more recent titles, and it's just really good. So of course I had to choose this one. Okay, so the third question is, you're sitting in a comfy chair wearing an onesie with a lovely warm hot chocolate, but what monster book are you reading? And for this answer I chose A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, or to be more precise, the Game of Thrones series, as I have read this book but I haven't read the other books as of yet, and I want to read them, and I feel like this series is definitely a series that I would read in that sort of circumstances. And this book, you cannot say that this series is not a monster of a series. So yeah, I went with this one. Okay, so the fourth question is, it started snowing and you decide to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character would you love to have this snowball fight with? And for this answer, I chose Adrian from the Bloodline series by Rochelle Mead. Now, if you haven't read this series, you are definitely missing out. This is a great series. I just recently reviewed the last book in the series, The Fiery Heart, and it's just a great series. And Adrian is just a funny, smart character. I would definitely love to have a snowball fight with the Adrian in The Fiery Heart more than the Adrian in this one. He's a little bit more edgy, I guess, and he might turn up drunk to the snowball fight. But yeah, I don't know, he's just a funny, smart character, and I feel like we'd have lots of fun throwing snowballs at each other. Okay, so the next question is, sadly your fire is beginning to go out. Which book do you tear the last few chapters out to throw into the fire? Now I really don't want to do this. I don't like throwing books into the fire. I don't recommend it. I don't do it. I don't agree to this. But if I have to, like if it's a life or death situation, then I'm going to choose Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. Now throughout the series, Katniss to me is this kick-ass character, but in the last few chapters and everything, you know, with the epilogue, it just, I don't know, it just isn't an epilogue that I wanted. Alright, with her, spoiler alert, you know, getting married and everything, and with Peter and the kids, and I don't know, it just seemed like a really happy ending, and it just didn't really sit right with me. Don't get me wrong, I ship Peter and Katniss, but this ending, I just didn't enjoy it. So, unfortunately, I would choose the epilogue of Mockingjay to throw out into the fire. Okay, so the last question is, what book is so close to your heart that you would gift to someone this Christmas who hasn't read but wants to get into reading? And I feel like this is going to be an obvious answer. I am definitely going to choose Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Now, this series really got me into reading again when I was younger, and it was just, I just remember the first time reading this and I loved it, and I think I actually got this for Christmas once. Yeah, I got this for Christmas, so yeah, I think it's fitting too, and it's just a series that I feel like something's in it for everyone, and it just has so much. And also, alright, I'm giving them this book, but you know, they'll go on to read like 6 more books after this one, so it's a win-win situation, and I'm sure they'll love Harry Potter. So yeah, I would choose Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. So that concludes the Winter Wonderland book tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like to, I tag all of you to do this tag too. And let me know in the comments below if you did the tag, or what you thought of my answers, what you would have chosen if you don't want to do a video of it. And yeah, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!